Okay. I think the people are ready for the tier list.
We're ready for the tier list? All right.
I think they're ready. I think they're ready. Are you guys even ready? I don't think they're ready, Boom. I don't think they can handle it.
I don't...
I don't know if you can handle it.
Can you smell what the Rock is cooking?
Can you smell me? Period. This is important. So we're doing Apex Legends LTM and Town Takeover tier list. I realize I could have titled this event tier list, but whatever. I'm not smart. So this is every single limited time mode and every single Apex Legends Town Takeover. This is Boom's Shark Tank this idea to me. Maybe I'm crazy, but I like color coordinating it so it's like a rainbow. So it's like red, orange, yellow, green.
Biv, man.
I go Roji Biv. I Roji Biv it, you know? I think we just go down the list. This is the first one for you. Is it third person mode?
I've got third person as the first
okay,
one.
Cool. I'm upping your volume a bit so everyone can hear you. I want everyone to hear that beautiful man's voice. He sounds good, right? He sounds just as loud as I am.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah, because this is gonna be a video, guys. You know, I made a jokingly stream where I was doing a bunch of tier lists, and I turned that into like 4 different videos, no cap, and they're all done really well.
Dude, that's huge.
I did a freaking Apex Legends heirloom tier list as a joke. That video has like 400,000 views, dude, because people like tier lists. People want to know what to think. Boom. So yeah, third person mode. Let's start with third person mode. What's your thoughts on third person mode? I'll be honest, I never got to play it. I got to watch it. It looked hilarious. It looked amazing.
So this is where I feel like you and I are gonna differ. I feel like I'm a big Apex apologist. So like sometimes I give them probably too much credit for the attempt.
Yeah. Okay.
So this is me trying to not think about giving them credit for the attempt. It was ass, dude. It was terrible. Apex Legends is not meant to be third person. You were thinking you would be like, this is super entertaining, and you'd played some Fortnite.
I have played a little bit of the Fortnite
game. It made me
nauseous.
Oh,
it
really? It made me dizzy.
What?
Not the NRG, but the feeling.
Not the NRG.
I played third person for like 45 minutes. I got nauseous. Actually.
Oh man, that's okay. That's good to know. Like I never got to play it, unfortunately. Dang. I think I will give them. I do want to give a little bit of a spicy bonus because it is very unique compared to the other ones. Like it's very different compared to the other ones.
So different.
Like it's one that I wish they kind of brought back so I could at least give it my own college try. I do hate that they only did it for 1 weekend and we're like, okay, bye.
Honestly, I plopped it in C.
Ooh, a clean C tier. Okay, I'll go with you only because I have no strong opinion on it because I never got to play it. Here, give me a second. The next one is kind of confusing. Do you see the
airdrop escalation?
Yeah, I forget what that one is. Let me just look it up real quick.
So it was recent, and I believe airdrop escalation was the zones. So there was a blue zone at the start of the game.
Oh,
you can land there, blue
yes,
armor, blue gun.
yes.
You can't change the attachments on the gun, and then the first ring closes, then purple shows up, next ring closes, gold shows up. And
oh my god, I remember that. I remember then you get red. Red is like the final one with like the. Oh my god. Oh, dude, actually, I like that. I really like this one a lot too. Hold up,
Macro, you're the expert on these tier lists. I don't want to come out too hot giving something.
Look. I don't know if it's hear me out. Let's be honest with ourselves. We enjoyed it, but it wasn't a game changer. You know what I mean? It wasn't something that was like, man, I want this event to come back next week. You know what I mean? It wasn't like it wasn't something we were craving. It was like it was spicy. I'm gonna give it a clean 8 tier. I'm going right there
because it contributed. It didn't like reinvent. We don't need it like permanently.
Next up, it looks like we got Always Be Closing Evolve. Let's start with Always Be Closing Regular.
Yep. I agree.
Always Be Closing is the one where the ring just never stops closing, right? It just was slower than the normal ring, but it like Initial thoughts.
I'm already hovering over B. I don't know if you do this. Do you pick it up and hover?
Yeah, I do. I go like,
okay. I feel like that's the few tier lists I've seen. The hover is important.
I'm leaning towards I can see a B because I do feel like the event in concept is really cool, but it was like part of me almost wanted the ring to go faster. Maybe it started slow and then it just gradually like escalated and got like increasingly faster, and then to the point where it's like, oh my god, like there's like 30 squads left.
What if it was like adaptive?
Ooh.
Like a bunch of people left. It's it's a little bit slower, but as like it thins out.
So every time like a team dies, it like that would be imagine now that we're just talking about speculation ideas. Imagine a game mode where the ring doesn't move until people die, and every time that person dies, it just super quickly like just closes. Like so every time like not just a team, like anytime a person dies, a big chunk just goes away. But yeah, I'm clean with it being B tier. I think the concept was cool. Now, Always Be Closing Evolved. Do you want to keep it in the same tier? Do you think it was slightly better, or do you think it was slightly worse?
I mean, recycling that sort of thing, it just goes right behind it. Like if Always Be Closing is a B for me, Evolving, I guess, is just like B minus.
Dude, I'm gonna put it top. I'm gonna put it top of C's here, dude. Right above third person, dude.
I respect that.
Look at that. We gotta show that if we're showing Apex here, Respawn, and we know you're watching. We're showing them that if they recycle, they lose a tier right off the bat. unless it's solos, please bring back solos. It's been literally 2 years.
I'm already looking at the next one. Easiest, fastest S tier for me.
Really?
I loved this.
You loved Elite Q. Okay, so I didn't like Elite Q because
really.
Let me. Wow, this is where we differ. You might have to make your own tier list from here on out, man. Well, I thought Elite Q was fine. I thought it was really cool that like if you got top 5, you get queued with a bunch of other people that got top 5. But getting top 5 isn't really that much of like, isn't that hard? You know?
Right.
And like, and it was clearly then trying to test like a ranked feature to an extent. They're like, oh, like we don't know what to do with ranked yet, because I could tell they just had no idea what to do. So I didn't hate it, but I didn't. Is S tier for you? Holy crap! It was so.
It's funny, like everything that you were saying, it's just like a positive spin. I'm like, oh my gosh, like it wasn't that hard to do. So you're able to like so you're able to get top 5 kind of easily. I love grinding badges. Any of these that have a somewhat difficult or interesting badge are going to be highly rated for me.
Interesting.
The Elite Q, the badge was adaptive, and there are some people who like did funny things. They got 69 top 5s in a row, so now their badge is perfectly like 69. Or some people were the crazy grinders. There's a couple pros with like,
but like I feel like any event that has adaptive, that's not enough for me to be like, yo, that's it, that's the winner for me. I'm gonna put it above always be closing in beats here, but you can put it in S if you want. You can put it in S. I know you can make your own tier list. That's why you have your own little.
I'm gonna keep it in S. And,
yeah,
and
go ahead.
Something shows up later where I'm like, Elite Q isn't even in the same league as this, and then I can come back and be like, you know what? And for that reason, Elite Q's out. Armed and Dangerous.
Okay, so they got the Armed and Dangerous.
What is Armed and Dangerous?
Armed and Dangerous is shoddy snipers. Like you got shotguns and snipers only.
Oh,
this is my least favorite game. Okay, look, sorry. Initially, when it came out, I enjoyed it. I did think it was a lot of fun. But I think when they recycled it like 4 times now, and it's like it just has a bad taste. It has the worst taste in my mouth. Like I just hate it.
It keeps showing up.
It keeps showing up as if like
it keeps getting worse.
They keep bringing it up like as if it's like everyone's favorite. And it's like this is not everyone's favorite. And I think that's the problem. I think it's overrated. I think it's fine. I think it's a solid high C low B tier.
It's come out so many times. That is a knock against them. But you know what really sucked? They never got the loot pool right. Whatever reason, wasn't there like only white armor and like only small heals?
Oh my god. That's probably why. That's why I didn't like it. I was not a fan of the idea. I was like, okay, so it's shotguns and snipers. That's cool in my head, but only white armor. It's like, no, one or the other, dude. Yeah. Like it was that part really. It wasn't fun for me. Like I think the white armor aspect was the part that I stopped playing it after like the first 3 times. I was like, I'll play this when they put regular armor in the game. Like there's no point.
Yeah.
So ironically, the Armed and Dangerous Evolved was a little bit better for me, but there were no heals. Yeah, I'm gonna put Armed and Dangerous on low BT for me, man. And I'm putting Armed and Dangerous Evolved right behind Always Be Closing Evolved. I did it.
Wait,
I'm aggressive.
I want to replay everything you just said for you, dude. I have Armed and Dangerous as a D and Evolved as an F.
Oh, I was trying to be nice. I was trying to be nice. I don't want to hurt your feelings. It was one of those classic cases where like on paper it'd be really cool, but then they decided to add too much to the event. They're like, yo, what if we did shotguns and snipers? And someone in the back of like the like office was like, and no armor? You, Johnson, give that man a raise. Like, oh, do you know what battle armor is? I can explain it. I just looked it up.
Battle armor?
So battle armor is the event, couple days where everybody only had white armor. Then the next time of it was all blues. Only blues was the only armor. And next time you spawn with purples and only purple's the only armor. And then the last one was just pure Evo. The white one and the purple one were both chaos. The blue one was kind of balanced in a weird way.
So I give with battle armor high marks for experimenting.
I'm inclined to put it
like B and A.
I'm hovering between C and B because it is just more of an experiment. And so as a mode, it's like, okay, I'm thinking like low B, high C around. That's what I'm feeling. Now we got our first town takeover.
Nice.
And this one's a banger. This one's kind of a banger. This is Bloodhound's town takeover with the prowlers and the loot that you can get. It's like, super like this is spicy. This is spicy, bro. This one hurts my tongue to even talk about it. It is spicy. Like I'm Mexican and this is spicy, dude.
Yeah.
No, yeah, I think you're 100% correct. It's 100% heavy on the flavor. It really makes you feel like a prowler killer.
I like the way that it looks on the map. I love there's prowlers. I'm hovering between A and S.
Yeah,
maybe it's just like above airdrop escalation.
I'm gonna put it above airdrop escalation in A and not S for one reason, and I do believe that the trials don't ever give you good enough loot to justify it. That's the only downside. I always wish that the trials loot was just a little bit better. This is something from here on out that I'm gonna explain to everybody, is that like I gauge town takeovers by how popular they are post their like initial week, and I feel like Bloodhound's town takeover still gets love, still gets a lot of like, still gets some people dropping there, you know. So yeah, I'm gonna give it high A, right above airdrop escalation.
Right. Yeah, Caustic's Town Takeover, that's an F. Crypto's Town Takeover.
You just moved on.
Crypto's Town Takeover, that one's so cool. So with Crypto, like you get to scan the map, so it's definitely got impact. Is there anything to talk about?
Oh man, Caustic's Town Takeover, man. I don't want to immediately put an F because it wasn't that bad.
No.
But it was
being harsh.
No, it was bad. It was probably one of the most underwhelming by far. I'm gonna have to give this it's probably gonna be the only town takeover that gets this, but I'm gonna put it in high D's here. It's better than Armed and Dangerous. So what's next? We got Crypto's Town Takeover. Oh,
Johnny Youngtown.
The Johnny Youngtown. Oh, that alone gives it
Super handsome
points.
voice actor.
Super handsome. 10 out of 10.
Handsomeness.
He's my hall pass. He's my hall pass. You know.
I'm putting this like after airdrop escalation. This is like an A.
So like a lower than airdrop escalation or above it?
Yeah.
It's a little lower. Okay.
Yeah. So I say it's like an A minus.
I'm gonna agree with you. I feel like Crypto's Town Takeover is one of the best town takeovers ever. I think it adds a lot to the map. It helped make Repulsor an even more contested area. Like I feel like the fights happen in Crypto's Town Takeover corner, Octane's corner, and then Crash Site. Like those are the three main spots now. Johnny, give me love.
We gave you an A.
We gave you an A. Please
respond to our emails.
Come on, man. I'm not simping, bro. Up next, we got Deja Loot. I believe this is the one where all the loot is the same, like the location of everything, like the gold armor, everything. Like as long as you know where it is, it's always there.
You just saying that just brought back a lot of memories.
Good or bad?
Plummeting. Plummeting. I was hovering in the middle of it. You said that the loot all in the same spot.
This was not a good idea in concept. This is a low D, high F tier for me. What do you think? What are you feeling?
I'm giving this a D minus. This is far right on the D.
Oh yeah, this is right behind Armed and Dangerous for me then. Okay, so here's one that I'm a little biased towards. Like I'm very near and dear to my heart. Dummies Big Day, kind of one of my favorite LTMs. It sucks.
Yeah.
It did lose points in my head for being recycled, but that's not its fault. I mean, I told you, man. Yeah, I had so much fun playing Dummies Big Day. It's so silly.
I liked it. I'm putting it at a B plus. Maybe it's an A minus. I'll keep it at B plus.
I'm putting it above Elite Q and B plus. Okay, you have Elite Q and S tier still?
Yeah, still.
I can't believe you haven't felt the reasoning that it's whatever. It's opinions. Opinions are opinions, you know. Flashpoint, more like ass point for me, but
this is the one you can only heal in the orbs.
And no. In the orbs you get passive healing.
Oh.
So you can heal anywhere, but like you get passive healing in the orbs.
Are you sure? Was there like only passive healing or something?
You're right. Flashpoints around the map heal you over time. No healing items spawn on the ground. Always be closing circle rule. Oh man.
So Flashpoint was like an interesting idea.
I'm putting it above Armed and Dangerous or below Armed and I'm putting it below Armed and Dangerous, dude. Right between Deja Loot. That's where I'm putting in D. What are you thinking?
Yeah, I put it far right D.
Oh, B. You put it behind Deja Loot?
No, okay.
It's better than Deja Loot. I was gonna say it. Deja Loot's why is Deja Loot not an F tier, bro? We honestly should put it in F tier.
Yeah, wait a minute.
I'm putting Deja Loot on the bottom behind Armed and Dangerous of all.
Deja Loot sucked.
Deja Loot was stupid, bro.
Imagine Flashpoint causing you to be F. You don't deserve to be in the same category as Flashpoint.
Okay, we got Gold Rush duos, which I believe every gun is gold. Dude, it was kind of hype. It was kind of hype.
This was better than Always Be Closing. I don't think it was as good as Dummies Big Day though. I think it's just middle B.
I think it's middle B. I think it's right between better than Always Be Closing. That's why I'm putting it. What do you think? I can put
it's better. It's better.
Yeah, right behind Elite Q for me. My chat's mad at me. They're like, is anything in B S tiers? Like they will. They're coming up, guys. Like Boom already has an S tier.
Dude, it's gonna be so hype when Macro like actually chooses an S tier. This guy knows how to make a freaking tier list. I caved way too early.
He caved so early on Elite Q, guys. On Elite Q, do we trust his opinion? So Hunt, this is the PVE with like with the comics and stuff. I think this is great. This one
is an S tier for you. I'm with chat. Like when are you gonna give one? I'm hovering.
This is A plus. This is not S tier because it was a one and done son thing. You know, it was not a repeatable feeling. You know what I mean? It wasn't like I didn't want to play it more than like twice, like each time. Like it just wasn't.
You're right. It was so original.
I'm giving it A plus. I'm giving it A plus. It's not S tier because I didn't want to play it again, but it's an A plus.
Exactly.
King's Canyon After Dark.
We were missing King's Canyon.
We were. People were down bad. People were definitely down bad.
This was OG.
It was the original King's Canyon. Yeah.
Skulltown was back.
Skulltown. We got Skulltown, but at night, like it was a bit hype. I would say at the time very hyped. I definitely played it a good amount of times. I would put it low A or high B for me, man.
Yeah. I think I'm putting it like right behind Dummies Big Day. So like Dummies Big Day is still better.
So above Elite Q.
You want to be A tier? You want to be S tier? You got to get through Dummies Big Day. So to me, Dummies Big TJ is now their role.
It's the gatekeeper. It's the gatekeeper.
They're the gatekeepers.
On the same note, then there's King's Canyon season 1. They brought back King's Canyon, the season 1 version. I appreciate them doing it. I appreciate them doing it. You know, I think after this point they stopped listening to the fans though.
Yeah, because we got what we wanted and still complain. I think Respawn is now like learning, like, man, this community
can never be happy. I'm gonna put it behind King's Canyon After Dark, because at least King's Canyon After Dark was at night. I had different. The different was it's dark. You know, it was spooky. So they brought back King's Canyon. I was like in the middle of the summer for a quick thing. They brought back King's Canyon season 2. That's when Watson just came out, if I believe. I don't care about this one.
Those are just B minuses to me. Like,
yeah, those are. I'm gonna put that. I'm honestly inclined because it seems so lazy to put this in C's here.
Yeah, you're right.
We're
being too nice. We're being too nice. Let's readjust.
I'm putting the King's Canyon season 2. Season 1 feels like I respect Respawn for listening to us. Season 2 was like, okay, no one was asking for this. I'm putting this in bottom seats here behind third person. Okay, here's one that's here's a wild one. I did appreciate this one. Live, Die, Live.
What was the live? What was the second live?
So the Live, Die, Live was essentially as long as you had a teammate, you would respawn the moment that the ring closed to like to the next ring. So like, you didn't have to pick up banners or anything, but the moment, as long as you had a teammate alive, when the ring closed to the next ring, you respawn from the air. You flew back in, and it was kind of hype, like, because it was like, I was really aggressive. Like we split up at one point just because you knew as long as one of us survived, like you can just like come back. Okay, you ready for this? Are you ready for this? My first S tier.
People have been talking about this.
My
the
first
whole time
S tier. Locked and loaded is S tier, bro. Getting rid of, like, my biggest pet peeve in Apex Legends is looting and how long it takes. Getting rid of all the white loot, spawning you with the gun, not any gun, the Mozambique.
Yes.
Oh my, mwah, mwah, mwah. Chef's kiss on the chat, bro. Mwah, give me some macro shit. Mwah. You know it's good because I got sad when it was gone.
I remember my first game when it was gone. It was melancholy.
Now, Mirage Voyage would have been S tier, but it's gone. That is the only reason that it's not. The fact that it left and came back into King's Canyon and that was stupid. I think what makes the Mirage Voyage so good, especially in World's Edge when it was there, was jumping off of it mid-fight to come back on later. So I'm gonna put it high 8s here because I want it back. I want it in King. You know where I want it, right? You know exactly where I want it in Olympus, right?
For all these town takeovers, they nail the flavor of it. It's so fun putting on the party. The fact that it's a boat, that there are mirages doing the Titanic thing in the front, that there's a mirage in the hot tub. The question is, though, is it better than Crypto? And is it better than Bloodhound? Like, where are we putting it in relationship?
I genuinely, I'm telling you that I would have put it in S tier if it was still in World's Edge, but because it's not, I'm gonna keep it in A tier because the memories alone are A tier, A plus. I'm putting it higher than it's top of A tier for me, man.
I'm keeping it below Hunt personally.
Below Hunt?
You do you.
No, I want to agree with you on everything except the Elite Queue. I want our tier list to be like, here are 2 tier lists, and here's the difference. And it's just the Elite Queue. I'm gonna ask you right now, Boom. Do you have better memories playing on Mirage Voyage, or do you have better memories of the Hunt? Be honest.
Damn.
Yeah, you do.
I think I got better memories with Mirage.
Yeah. That's why for me, it's higher than Hunt, bro. It's higher than Hunt. Okay, Rings Fury. So whoosh, the game, Rings Fury. This is the one we're currently in. Let's ignore the ring noises. Let's ignore the noises. Okay, let's assume that the noises never happened. Okay, so there's these ring flares that pop up out of nowhere and like kind of ruin your rotations. Do we like that?
Yeah, the audio aside, I know the audio is terrible, and I think Rings Fury is a victim of like a couple big problems with sound in the game. They're playing around with a new item, which is cool. I liked when they were playing around with Evo armor. I liked when they were playing around with the mobile respawn.
My chat is spamming.
I like these. I know.
They're spamming F.
F. We're gonna be crucified if we don't rate this F. Because of Respawn's like lack of
it's F tier. That's F tier, bro. That's F tier. I can't.
For that reason,
the pimple. It's the pimple, dude. The big one really, dude. You wanted to stop. You of all people, you didn't want to play Apex. That's F tier, dude. That's an F tier LTM. No other LTM made you not want to play Apex. I'm gonna have to put it F, dude.
You win, chat.
You win, chat. I'm putting on top of F tier though, above the Armored Dangerous Evolved. Let's do Shadowfall first. It's the original. I'm putting
the original.
I'm putting Shadowfall S tier, bro. I loved it so much.
Shadowfall was awesome.
I'm putting below Locked and Loaded, but it is one of my favorite LTMs they've ever made.
I'm putting it, and this is really just for me. You can close your
ears.
Oh,
wait, sorry. I'm thinking between A and S. Sorry, but you go ahead.
Okay, this is bottom S for me.
Ooh, bottom S.
So Elite Q is a little bit better than this. You're right. This is S tier. Shadowfall was super fun. The thing moving it to the right on S tier. So the negatives of few there are. I wish that there was more incentive
to stay
for you to stay as a zombie.
The one thing I wished happened was that the following year, instead of making a brand new game type, this is one of the few game types archetypes that I wanted them to add on to.
Yes.
Like I wanted it to make it so that the first person that died became like the alpha zombie. This alpha zombie had like more health, maybe had like abilities, maybe had like a wraith Q where they could like teleport in.
It was Survivors, the original one. Survivors were like in a free-for-all, and then if you died, it was all Team Zom.
Yes.
But in Shadow Royale, you were like punching out zombs as a zom. There's zom on zom
yeah,
violence. You hate to see it.
I'm sorry, Shadow Royale was a big downgrade for me, man. Shadow Royale, like I got bored of it within 2 days. Because like at first I thought it was really cool that like, oh, your teammates become zombies, but then I was like, oh, but if you die, I thought it was gonna be like a horde of zombies that keep coming and coming. Like, I was excited for my whole team to be a zombie team, but that didn't happen. I was like, that was a missed opportunity, dude. Missed opportunities.
This is A tier still?
You think Shadow Royale is A tier?
I think so. After just talking, it's definitely bottom A tier if it is.
Is it better than Dummie's Big Day?
That's the question. At the very end of this, I think we got to bump Dummie's Big Day to A- for the role they have served.
So we're putting Dummie's Big Day A-, and we're putting Shadow. We're gonna put Shadow Royale B+. We're putting Shadow Royale B+.
Keeping them B+.
This next one, you already know how I feel about this one.
Wait, do I? Everybody loves. I feel like so many people.
This is the top of S tier. This is the top of S tier.
Solos.
Solos is the game mode that I've been craving. When I played it, I won like 6 times. Like I just loved it. It was exactly what I needed because I didn't have a lot of friends on Apex at the time. Like before I met the whole Apex, the Amigos squad and stuff. I was a lonely boy, and I kind of needed this, man.
I think this will just be like the second time I'll be like at a different rank than you. I'm gonna have it be the gatekeeper to S, because for me solos, like it was a little bit third party. I had like 2 hype wins that I still remember. I remember one of them and it was fun, but to me, like I'm not part of the crowd that's like bring back solos. Like,
look, I'm gonna probably put solos right behind Locked and Loaded, so it's actually Locked and Loaded, solos, Shadowfall for me right now. I want Locked and Loaded more like than solos.
Yeah.
I want guns and armor undrop more than I want a solo mode. But if I got a solo mode, I would cry tears of joy. The final LTM that we got here is the Winter Express. I have extremely fun memories with this game mode. It's kind of closest we got into like a team deathmatch.
Yeah, I liked it.
Is it better?
More than wait. I want to ask, because I have a question for you, Macro.
What is it?
I want to smell what the Macro's cooking. Am I hearing this right? Let me clean my ears. Do you like Winter Express more than Dummie's Big Day?
God, I don't know. I'm gonna have to say the first time, yes. The first time, it was so fun. I feel like I played it a lot, and it had that badge where I was really trying to win 100 times. Like I was trying to win like 70 times. That's just me. That's just me, though. What do you think? Is it better than Dummie's Big Day for you?
You know what? I think it is.
Bottom A tier?
I got it at the bottom A.
Yeah, that's what I'm feeling. Now we got the 3. Maybe I'm just throwing it out there. These are arguably the best town takeovers we've had. Let's start with.
I like these all.
Yeah, let's start with the OG. I think the OG is Octane's actually. That's like the original.
Yes.
God, I freaking love. I think Octane's to this day is hype as hell. Like it's so good.
I liked it a lot. This is I'm putting this bottom S tier. It's iconic. I still drop Octane, bro.
I'm actually gonna put it above Shadowfall. So it's like mid. It's like right there. Let's talk about. In my opinion, I think it's the best town takeover. Like it was just chaos in its current state with the fact that it has another entrance. It's like amazing. It's like a great spot.
It's evolved. It's gotten better. I love the capacitor because it needed that big time. It's like they went back and it's like, here's like a little origin story of Wraith's like sick trailer.
I mean, they kind of did that with Fight Night too, you know?
Oh my God, the trailer was so sick for Fight Night.
Yeah, I'm actually, you know, now I'm thinking about it, like initially wasn't my favorite, like, cause it was kind of just chaos, but now it's like in a really good spot. Like it's one of the better hot drop spots. I'm going to put it behind Shadowfall.
I don't know where it's going to stand in relation to Path. Honestly, yeah.
That Path's town takeover. What do you think?
It's S tier. I don't know if I'm ranking. Oh,
no, be honest. No, be biased. Be biased. Be honest. Just be honest with your heart. Go with your gut.
All right. Okay, I'm thinking the trailer. Honestly, probably my favorite trailer ever in Apex.
No, I agree 100%.
The day one vibes, it was super fun. I think Wraith's better though. I think Wraith is a little bit better.
So we're putting it behind Wraith at the bottom of S tier. Is it because it's on Olympus and you don't have enough time with it yet to know if it's? We can't tell if it's going to withstand the test of time yet. You know.
Yes.
I get you.
Wraith and Octane are better because like we've had like a career with them now. They've been playing Apex almost as long as us.
No, 100%.
And they've like evolved with the new maps.
But yeah, this is our tier list, ladies and gentlemen. This is me. This is the classic Mac and Boom decided to arbitrarily rank all the Apex Legends LTM and Town Takeover tier list maker. So
and you too can do an Apex Legends LTM and Town Takeover tier list maker.
yeah, let me copy the link. I'm gonna post it on the chat real quick. Boom. If you guys want to make your own tier list, put it there, and then I don't know, tag us on Twitter. But like, we're not gonna respond to everybody. We don't got time for that. Mine's very top heavy.
I've got 9 C or below.
Yeah.
The rest is B or above.
Yeah.
Respawn like does do a really good job.
If anything, and you know what? If I had to do something, honestly, I'd have to put Dummies Big Day in bottom of 8.
That's the final piece.
I'm gonna bump it. Is it better than Dummies Big Day? Yeah, it's better than Dummies Big Day.